Trade recap. To be honest, I tried to make it quick. Actually, I just want to go through at least, for the past 3 days, since this week has begun. Now, anyways, let's start with USDCHF. I was going short, and as you can see, I got subbed out, and my stop loss was bigger than usual because I thought, okay, it might take out this daily high and then go down, and then yeah, I got subbed out, so the loss was pretty big on this one. Like actually bigger, but the thing is, I was like pretty, confident with that. But then later, I observed, okay, there were certain things there was one thing I kind of was overlooking, or like some things I was not that confident about to go long. The thing is because yeah, everything was like rooting or like showing it want to go up. But the thing is, I didn't have like some prominent high, areas of liquidity besides here, and this is like a few days ago. So I was kind of insecure, and it's like kind of stupid reason. But now when I reflect on this trade, I realize okay, that's the main reason why I wasn't, intending to go long. But yeah, because I had here an order block, here another one, and also here before a little AMD formation. But anyways, now on the 5 minutes, and I know it's not that strong, but on the 5 minutes we have here a very clean order block, and as we can see, it went down there, barely reached this low, like it didn't sweep it, so it still remains in this order block, and we see this would have been like a beautiful, beautiful long position, and yeah, taking like a good trade on that, and now you can see it went all the way down, and why? Well, because Trump announced today that he's planning to fire Powell, which is a crazy statement. Like, where is it? I have to find it. US White House says President Trump may fire Federal Reserve Chairman Powell soon, and there's no definitive timeable for the decision. The thing is, usually the president can't fire or hire someone directly from the Federal Reserve, the president, because even if it's a government agency, I'd say the White House directly still can put people on the chair or not, like to kind of keep it fair, if you get me, or not to have to give them too much power or something like that. But still, he's planning to fire him through certain ways or channels because he wasn't really happy with the decisions of Powell, because he kept raising tariffs, or not really doing much, and he was like warning him multiple times, and the news just kept going on. U.S. President Trump has drafted a letter to fire Federal Reserve Chairman Powell because, as I mentioned, he can't fire him directly because they don't have the power to do that, and it just kept going on, and that's crazy. Trump, he's too late. What? Federal Reserve Chairman Powell performed poorly when asked whatever he would fire for the Reserve Chairman Powell. No plans. Trump changes are going to happen in the next 8 months. Trump, I did not draft any letter. He's more conservative than them on firing Powell. Like, this is. Traders expect the probability of a Fed rate cut in September to more than 50%? What? This is wild. Carney declines to say what tariffs level on export to USA would be acceptable as a part of the trade deal. Trump reports firing Paul are not true. What, bro? Like this is like Trump hoped to further suppress oil prices. Today is like a very eventful day. Lawmakers cancel dinner with Federal Reserve Chairman Powell. Oh my god, like this was not good for his reputation, like not at all. I mean, when the first news came out, boom, like this crazy movement. And this brings us to our another trade, which was pretty profitable. It was this one. The thing is, from the beginning, I was planning to go long, but it wasn't really going to my favor. Then I was kind of a bit freaking out, waiting for price at least to get up here so I can go short. but it wasn't really going up here, sweeping this high, so I wasn't really taking the trade. And then the thing is, I was comfortable with taking this loss, but I still was somehow mentally open to take at least one more trade on gold if if everything aligns, because this is what I originally planned for gold to go long. And when I got into this area, I told myself, okay, look, I took a big loss. And I really want to make sure that I accept this loss and I don't do any stupid things. So when I go long, then my buy limit is going to be off this bottom with a very tight stop loss and this high STP. Because as you can see, this is like an 11 RR mark. And then I went for a power nap, like 30 minutes, I guess, a bit more. And then I wake up, I look at the chart, and I was like, what? I had to open on my PC MT5 to make sure if it really triggered or if I got stopped out. And it just, as you can see, how this wick movement, how perfect this was. And this was crazy. So I was supposed to stay unprofitable today, but I'm still profitable. And now we can say it's luck. Yeah, well, sure, nobody was expecting this, but still, I decided, okay, you know what? I'm just going to be super strict with that in case if I'm going to take this trade, because again, I don't want to be like somewhere subconscious, like, oh, I can't accept this defeat. I was already, planning this from the beginning. I was taking actually the attempt to go short, I guess, here, but this was like a bit too weak, so I had like a pretty also pretty tight stop loss. So yeah, this was like a very unexpected and crazy day. Also regarding the news. I really was not expecting this. Really. I was not expecting this. And so from where I was beginning yesterday, um because yesterday I also took like a stupid trade. Now, let's say before I took yesterday at the end the stupid trade, like, no, just overall, I'm like 50% up on the account. And the thing is, yesterday, yeah, at the end, I did some stupid things, but I was still profitable. So since Monday, I'm profitable. And yeah, now I would say keep reflecting, keep learning, because even so, if this would have not been hit, I would argue today was like very valuable to, for stuff to learn and actually grow and stuff like that. Because I thought I would be way more disgusted or something like that when I take this loss, but I wasn't really. So yeah, well, yeah, I was a bit tripping when I was, hitting this. So I actually slightly changed the stop loss by a few pips. But still, overall, I would say even if this trade wouldn't have been taken, it would be okay. Really, it would be okay. The only thing which would be bad is, to wait for the next day to be able to trade. But besides that, I really would have been okay. Because what is important to me to learn from that and to analyze and to grow, to be committed to the process and not obsessed to win or excited to win. Of course, that's the main goal. But the thing is, you want to win if you're like so hyper focused on trading with that. Because actually, with trading, everything when you start out, everything like regarding the emotions you think, you have to do the complete opposite. Because if you are like feeling the or acting, having the emotions and acting like that, like the regular person, like the 90%, you will have the results of the 90%. So not trying to mocking someone, but just what I mean. And yeah, for me, it's just important. I mean, I took this loss and I was surprisingly fine with that because then I was able, to spot, these things and stuff like that, just to reflect and get better. Because the thing is, I mean, in the middle of the trade where it was like going down a bit, like actually I was saying right there where I was going this direction, I was like, I don't know, it's kind of dangerous to go all the way down because, different things, the daily, it still wants to keep going up. We on the 1 hour, in theory, if it goes down, we would have here a very huge and strong farewell gap. On the 4 hour, even stronger. So yeah, and actually I could have scalped this one as well after was going like spiking to the moon, But as I mentioned, I I don't want to overtrade. I want to be strict with my buys, with my plan, also emotionally. So maybe I can do this later when I have like at least built a fundament and I have like the the mental to also overall being okay with the losses and whatever. Like completely fine, actually grown so much that I which also results in my equity in my success. But for now, I want to do this even if this would be like free money until I have like way more money. I want to be like very precise and coordinated with my trades. So I'm not going to scalp until like that until I am I had like enough success. Otherwise, I would like sabotage the learning curve, and this is not what I want because we're of course we are planning to not only to make money, or I'm not planning to only make money in a short period of time. I'm also planning to be successful also in the long run. So yeah, that's how you do it. You can disagree, which is totally fine, but yeah, this is just my thoughts on it. And overall, this was a good trade. I actually de-risked because in the beginning I planned to go with more lot size in it, which oh man, my mouth, which would have been actually more profits. But then I said no, no, no. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to do any stupid things when I do this trade, then with the logic, with my strategy, with my plan, not because I feel like and I want to revenge trade. Even if I would have been right, I just but on purpose I de-risked on purpose, not because I thought it's like a risky trade. No, I on purpose because I lost the previous trade, and I not want to, um, you know, risk my learning curve. I don't want to risk the growth because this is actually what keeps you winning. Strategies, yeah, if you have a great one, perfect. But if you suck mentally, you will suck on the charts. And one thing I have to mention, and I'm not the guy who's making anything about religion, but it's like this, how it happened and the circumstance during that. Yesterday, the thing is, I pray every day, right? And yesterday I was laying in bed when I tried to sleep. I closed my eyes and I was like always having like Jesus in my mind, like always praying, talking to him, praying to him. Saying things like, "Please give me power, give me the power and wisdom to make this. Please give me X, Y, and Z, and give me the power to get X, Y, and Z." I know it's not correct. It's not. I feel shame to ask you for such things, but I have to. I just have to. I have to. So please, 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 give me the strength and the wisdom. Give it to me, and please help me to get it. And yeah, and then today after I took this loss and I was about to process this, I was putting the buy limit right there because yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So in case if I take this, I want to be like super strict. And I thought it's not going to be triggered, and then I went to sleep. I had a very tight stop loss. Then I wake up and like in a heartbeat, it got triggered, and it's a TP. So again, I was not supposed to be profitable today. I was actually about, and when I was about to take my power nap, I was already, I'm in my head. I was already like, okay, I'm okay. Like, I was already like, okay, today I'm unprofitable. I took a loss. I'm okay with that. I was actually about to end the day, with the mental attitude to end this day unprofitable and process this and being okay with it. But I just ended up profitable, and it kind of blows my mind. Like honestly, it really blows my mind. So start with this whatever you want. But now not and doesn't mean pray to God to make a lot of money or stuff like that because it's not all about the materialistic things, and I know it sounds kind of hypocritical because I was praying to him like that, but yeah, I was saying more things. But anyways, overall, like for life and having the power just for life in general, I really suggest you to find God, to find Jesus, to let Jesus in your life. So yeah, I really don't do this often, and probably I won't do it ever again. Expect when I'm going to pick up my McLaren, but besides that, I usually don't mention God because we are in the markets and stuff like that. But what today happened is, you believe me or not, this was not normal. The way how it happened, this was not normal. So yeah, with that being said, start whatever you want with that, and cheers.